Welcome to Caribbean Global Network News and Sports. I'm Scott Wilson. In today's headlines, JAAA labels government policy for schools impractical. And in sports, no increase in entry fee for Reggae Boys Antigua match. As the new school year looms, President of the Jamaica Teachers Association, the JAAA, Owen Speed, has criticized the government's voluntary contribution policy for schools on Tuesday, stating that it is impractical. He contends that it is depriving primary schools of much-needed funds. The new JAAA president's comments follows concerns expressed by Prime Minister Andrew Holness last week about primary schools charging what he characterized as prohibitive fees, which many parents cannot afford. Mr. Speed said while he personally does not support barring students from accessing certain services at schools if fees are not paid, the government needs to increase financial support to primary schools. The government in 2016 increased the subvention for these schools from an average of $800 per student to $2,500, a figure which, according to Mr. Speed, translates to $10 per day. He was speaking Tuesday morning on Power 106's Morning Agenda on the sidelines of the JAAA's annual conference in Montego Bay, St. James. Scammers target China Harbour Engineering. China Harbour Engineering Company, CHEC, is warning that scammers are using its name in an effort to dupe people out of their goods and money, and is urging the public to contact the company's office for confirmation if they are suspicious of any request being made to them in the firm's name, particularly when it includes requests for money, goods, or services. The company made the disclosure in a news release yesterday, pointing out that one of the scams involves the use of a fake purchase order for building materials from several hardware companies across the island. Quote, "Our office has received several calls over the past week from hardware companies asking us to confirm orders that we didn't make using the same purchase order. We have not yet received any information that this con has been successful, but we felt it prudent to warn as many people as possible as we do not wish for anyone to fall victim," end quote, said CHEC's newly appointed country manager, Dan Granby. Quote, "This is not how CHEC procurement works, and we would never authorize any individual to just approach a hardware company to order or collect goods without going through several channels," end quote, he added. In a telephone interview with the Jamaica Observer, a company representative said they received approximately 10 calls last week reporting the attempted scam. Plastic surgeons need specialist registry as demand grows. One of Jamaica's top plastic surgeons is advocating the establishment of a specialist registry in light of a significant increase in the demand for body contour surgeries across the island. Senior plastic surgeon at the University Hospital of the West Indies, Dr. Guyan Arscott, also wants the government to format legislation that would facilitate this registry, something he said the Jamaica Medical Council has been working on for some time now. The issue came to the fore during a Jamaica Observer Monday exchange, where Arscott told reporters that legislation to decide who can perform this procedure does not exist. Body contour surgery, Arscott said, includes surgery on the breast, liposuction of the stomach, back, buttocks, and thighs, among other areas. He also said these procedures are not taking place in medical facilities or medical centers, but instead at homes or even hotels. The surgeon said in the event of complications resulted from botched surgeries, if the patient fails to make a report, there is nothing the medical council can do. And in sports, no increase in entry fee for Reggae Boys Antigua match September 6. The Jamaica Football Federation, the JFF, will maintain recent ticket entry prices for games held at Montego Bay Sports Complex when the Reggae Boys meet Antigua and Barbuda on Friday, September 6 in the first home game in the CONCACAF Nations League group phase. Grandstand prices will remain at $2,000 per person and bleachers $1,000. The JFF has opted to maintain prices despite having to finance 6 games in a 3-month period, September to November, with all the attendant costs. This is being done with the aim of encouraging fans to fill the stadium as a powerful 12th man on September 6. Positive results in all 6 games is the goal of the team as they aim to keep the country in the top 6 of CONCACAF ranking at the end of the games. Match time on September 6 is 7 p.m. India Cricket Board dismisses threat to cricketers. The Board of Control for Cricket in India, BCCI, has rubbished an email which implied that there was an imminent threat to the Indian cricket team currently in the West Indies on tour. So far, the Indian cricket team completed 3 T20 internationals and 3 one-day internationals in the Caribbean, with the first match of a test series set for Antigua on August 22. The BCCI contacted authorities in Antigua regarding the threat, and they will be beefing up security even though they are viewing it as a hoax. Rahul Johri, CEO of BCCI, told the India media that they briefed the Home Ministry and shared the email. He said the embassy in Antigua has also been contacted and briefed. Mumbai police has also been informed, and the security of the Indian team in the West Indies has been beefed up. That's it for your CGN News and Sports. I'm Scott Wilson. Pleasant viewing.